everybody. Welcome to HappyGo by Hannah. I'm Hannah, and this is where I strive to help you cultivate a happy creative life. Welcome to HappyGo Scribbles episode. This is episode 5 now. These are mini interviews to get a quick sketch of an artist. And today I have with me the lovely Erin Acker. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hey everyone, I'm Erin Acker, and I live in Salt Lake City, Utah with my husband, and we have 4 pet rats. So they're Arthur, Merlin, Percy, and Hamlet. So,
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I had no idea.
so not quite a bunny like Hannah, but they're still very cute and they have teeny tiny ears.
Oh, small and fuzzy. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And Utah's beautiful. So go ahead and jump into the interview. This is a mini interview, but not a rushed one. So feel free to take your time. Question number 1. Oh, actually, I need to look at my notes. I haven't done an interview in a while. That's embarrassing. We're on air. It's fine. So question number 1, what is it that you like to create? We're talking medium, subject. What is it that you do?
Yeah, so I paint landscapes and mostly I do watercolor, but recently I started painting with acrylic. And I started doing the 100-day challenge with acrylics so that I can learn how to use them better. Because like I used to paint with them in college, but it's been about 10 years since I was in college. So being able to dive back into acrylic and actually learn about it and take a class. I'm taking a class through Sari Shrike through Not Sorry Art School. And it's all about learning acrylics. So I'm using the skills that I'm learning there for my 100-day project. So
Awesome. I love your landscapes. Oh my
thank
gosh.
you.
I highly recommend everyone follow Erin on Instagram. We'll link to that in the description. Question number 2. What is your favorite aspect of creating or being a creator? Is it the process? Is it the subject? What about creating do you love?
So I know that you asked for a favorite, but I have 3 of them. So they're all my favorite. So these are not ranked in any way. This one is arbitrarily first. I really like the process of painting. And like one of my favorite things about painting is that I paint landscapes because my favorite thing to do when I'm not painting is go outside. So I really like to hike and bike and rock climb. So by painting all these landscapes, it's like I am in those places again. So not only do I get to look at these photos that I've taken, some of them are nice photos, others are like nothing that I would showcase in terms of digital photography. They're kind of iffy cell phone pictures. But by looking at these photos and thinking about like the colors and how I felt when I was outside, it's almost like I get to visit those places again. So not only am I painting, I also feel like I'm in my favorite places and I love it. Then the next part of painting and creating that I love is learning. Like I find that I am my happiest when I'm really challenging myself to learn new things. And I've only been painting with watercolor for about 2.5 years. And for acrylic, if we exclude the time that, well, I guess we can include it. So including when I painted in college, that was for like maybe, I don't know, a year or so. I did a couple paintings. They took forever. I really haven't been painting that long. So every time I sit down to paint, I'm constantly challenging myself and learning, and I really like it, even though I totally still get frustrated sometimes. So,
Same. That's awesome.
yeah. And then the last part, again, not ranked in any order. My third favorite part of creating is sharing my work with people. So I love art and I love looking at it. I love how I feel when I look at it. I like it because it's pretty. All of those feelings that I have when I look at art makes me so happy that other people feel that way when they look at my work. And I like painting and I like creating, but one of my favorite parts is sharing that work with other people. So.
I love that. I totally get that. Love. I don't hear that one very often. sharing of it is important.
Mm-hmm.
So the last question, which is kind of the theme of my YouTube channel in general, I've rephrased this question since the first interviews to a phrasing that I thought was better. What does it mean to you to live a happy, creative life?
So I've been thinking about this one for a while, and related to like my 100-day project. Yeah. So again, multi-part answer. So the first part is related to my 100-day project. And for that, like I've tried the 100-day project before, and that's where you paint 100 paintings in 100 days, or about 100 days. And they're small. So this is one of them that I did for it. So.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Yeah. So for my 100-day project, when I started it before the last time that I did it, I put a lot of pressure on myself to paint good paintings. But that is actually really stressful, and that does not help with leading a happy, creative life. So what I'm doing this time around is giving myself permission to paint whatever happens. So if the painting is good and something I want to sell, that's great. But I also am not going to paint something that is like the level of quality that I want to sell every time. But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. It just is a different type of painting. Maybe I don't like it. That's totally fine. So what helps me have this creative, happy life is by giving myself permission to feel however I feel about my work. It doesn't always have to be good. It just is what it is. So, yeah, so that's part of it.
Great. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to share your work in the description of this video. I'm excited for people to see that. Are you done with the project or is it still going?
It's still going. I am on day 7, so.
Oh my gosh. Woo, plenty to go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. Oh, then the other thing about like a creative, happy life is thinking about intrinsic motivation. So in a previous life, which is also still my life, I studied teaching, and we talked a lot about developing intrinsic motivation in kids. And how do you encourage students to learn for the sake of learning and developing their own understanding versus for the sake of trying to get teachers to like them or get good grades or get parents to reward them? And I realized that like a lot of that, I guess like sort of psychology, however you want to think about it, all of that applies to me too as an artist. And thinking about how do I get myself to paint for the sake of painting and for the joy of creating versus painting to get like likes on Instagram or have people look at it and be like, wow, this is really good. I like this because it's good. You should paint because you're a good painter. It's like, no, that actually really isn't helpful. And if I focus on that, it like sends me back into this place of feeling really constrained and restricted and pressured to only make good work. So what I do to help myself be more creative is I paint for myself. I paint because I like it. I paint because I like the pretty colors. I paint because I like the composition and the way it feels. And it's a bonus if other people like it. So I really work on separating those two facets in my mind. There is my painting and my creative process. And then when that is all done, then there's the sharing aspect. Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like I learned something from this interview.
Oh.
I hope my viewers have gleaned that too. Thank you so much for being on my show, Erin.
Yeah, of course.
Really cool. I'm gonna link her stuff in the description. Please check out her work. It's great. And thank you for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.